Yeah, sometimes Google Maps will be like, yeah, this is a road right here going to where you're going. And then this is where you end up at.
Yeah.
So be careful with Google Maps.
Travel far with the TMax way. Let's explore our pride.
Just like South Africa. Oh, no fruit. I wanted to try a waterberry.
Your face popping up, it's calling to me. Hit that button, make it shine so bright. One click away from changing your life.
Subscribe, like, share, and comment now. Raise the fruit, let's show 'em how. Spread the love, let it go worldwide.
First of all, the dancing was phenomenal. The music was really good. Even like the way they dance is the way black people dance in the US. So, you know, rhythm and culture came from somewhere. It's quite a bit of difference between Sibebe and here. Claudio and I were alone there, and now we have a bunch of people with us. We're gonna go check out the cultural village.
My Swati name is Spiwo. Spiwo means gift. In my home we are all boys, and I happen to be the last one.
So I was a bit worried that this was going to be like overly touristic, you know, with the dance and then walking around the village. I thought, you know, people were going to like be like day players and kind of just interact with you, which is cool sometimes, but I was like, I feel inauthentic. But this actually was a very good experience. The tour was really good. Our guide, very knowledgeable, answered a bunch of questions, some very controversial questions that were posed. Just a real fun time. We had a good group to ask good questions.
Have you ever heard about men to the left because women are always right?
We learned so many things that were unique to the culture, but you know, marriage, divorce, how people treat each other, using cows to buy wives. And it was a lot of fun, you know, poking fun at each other in different cultures. Totally worth the money. Highly recommend coming.
Sabona, we are here in the Mantenga Cultural Village, where we see like a depiction of how Swati people used to live. Yeah, the country was called Swaziland until 2018, but it's a very like English name. It's like land of the Swazis, and also you're confused with Switzerland, so they changed to Eswatini. It's like land of the Swazis in their own language. The people is Swati, and also the language Seswati. So we have these huts, their houses made of grass and wood. We are managed like to see some dancing, the people do some traditional dancing for like some festivities that they have. Also to see a little bit of the life. Not all of them they live like this, but like more to present us, you know, how they used to live. We were learning some things about their culture, like to enter a house, the men should be first, and then the women, and the men are in the right side and the women in the left. And also to get out, the same men are first and then the women. It's allegedly to check if something is dangerous so they can protect the women, but I think it's because of this. But anyway.
Hey, you're feeling very special right now.
We gotta take advantage of this now because our culture is not like this.
We have the execution rock there where they used to execute people. That's why the name. Where they were an independent country before. They don't do that anymore. And they also used to ferment like a beer. They drink this beer and then they are happy. And the ancestors see they are happy, so the ancestors really help them easier with something that they need to ask them. Also, the beer has a a very key role in these traditions that they have with ancestors.
We predict the future. Fortune, minor sicknesses, also minor problems you can meet around as you travel. We use the ponds. Ponds are from wild animals, domestic animals. Some are shells. When we go outside the country to work for the ancestors, we have to bring back the shells so that we can report to the ancestors.
Mpembe siyabonga.
Yes. Thank you in Swati.
So we got a new friend joining the hike with us.
Yeah.
All right, let's do it.
My friend on the hiking.
Right here.
I pack my dreams in a worn out bag. No roots to hold me, no need to brag. From island shores to mountain skies, I chase the world with open eyes. Wanderlust, it calls my name. Every sunrise starts a game. From volcano peaks to ocean.
They have these lodges up here, and look at their view. Not these guys, the waterfall. There is actually a second arrow up here. Nice. That way to the office and to Sheba. We're almost there, guys. This trail is much more clearly marked than Sibebe and much more pleasant to walk.
Maps unfold and plans collide. The world's my home, no place to hide.
Wanderlust, it calls my name. Every sunrise starts a game. From volcano peaks to ocean deep. A life of motion.
We made it to the top. Beautiful. We even made some new friends.
Yo guys, we're on the top of Eswatini. Tomorrow we're going to Mozambique. After tomorrow to Namibia. Guys, tour of the world in 5 days. Follow us on Instagram, Agustino.
You will see, in 6 months, France will win the World Cup.
Belgium is the best country in the world. I will tell you 2 reasons. It's raining, so you have to be inside drinking beer. That's the first reason. The second reason, the beer is good.
Nice. Cheers, guys.
Worn out bag, no roots to home, and no
Beautiful views from up here. I mean, 360 views, so we see everything. And there's like just a whole drop off right here. I don't know if you can see it. It's just straight down. But over here is nice, and yeah, it's just a nice place to relax. It's a bit windy up here, so you get a little bit chilly because all of my sweat is freezing. But the walk down should be nice and easy. So totally worth coming up here. I like this hike better than the Sibebe hike. Even though, you know, Sibebe is like, you know, the second biggest rock in the world, so you have to do it. But this is more like, oh, glad I came up here. So this is our view. That's the side of the rock. Hey guys,
Beautiful, right?
How was the hike?
Yeah, it was okay. I thought it was gonna be worse, you know. See, like 4 hours up and go. I think we did 1 hour and 50 minutes. So, yeah. And to get down, I hope it's gonna be faster. Let's see. But look at the view.
The hike was very nice, but I'm tired. Yeah. I forgot my hiking gear.
Oh.
I left my bag at home. Look, I'm hiking with the motorcycle. But on the hike, yeah, I'm enjoying the hike. Yeah.
Siabonga brought marshmallows as his hiking snack.
Yeah. No chips, no biscuits, just marshmallows. Yeah.
I love it.
TMax jet set, no time to unpack. 70 stamps, got the world on his back. Speaks in 5 tongues, a culture collector. People magnet, he's the vibe connector.
The next day.
So they said the water is perfectly fine to drink, and it's just got air pressure. That's where the white comes from. But as soon as you let it sit, the air dissipates, and the water is drinkable. They say. You will see the king everywhere.
The world is a book, and those who do not travel read only one page.
A good traveler has no fixed plans.
See ya.
Which means you are welcome.
Oh, thank you. Siyak we mukela. Alright, Claudio's gonna teach us some Eswati. What does that mean, Claudio?
Lulu Naluba Ubonani. I don't know, it looks like a Njani who's like, how are you? But I don't know, he's just guessing.
And we'll ask Google, what does this book mean? It says Lulu Naluba Ubonani.
What are you seeing?
Oh, seeing.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, nice. Thank you.
When now Bonani is like what you were seeing. When I you, right? Yeah.
Okay.
A journey is best measured in friends rather than miles.
Okay, unfortunately, none of the videos are working here, so we just have to read.
Not all those who wander are lost.
So if you want to learn some Eswati, you can come here and learn all of the animals because it's in English and in Eswati. It's cool to see some of the same information that we saw at the Cultural Village yesterday here at the museum, and with a little bit different explanation or a more detailed explanation. So between the two places, you can get a better picture of their culture and heritage.
Travel is fatal to prejudice, bigotry, and
Yeah, some of this information on here, especially down here, I learned about in Bloemfontein. If you haven't seen that video, also very good information and history about that region of South Africa. So in the US, we're taught that World War II is Axis versus Allies, which was basically like 7 countries, but really it was a world war. And as I mentioned in some of my videos in Brazil, I saw their impact in World War while I was traveling around there. And even in South Africa, I could see, and then now I'm learning about Swaziland. They even had 4,000 soldiers go to fight. So the traditional Swazi wedding ceremony it lasts a couple days. Very interesting. Here at the museum, they showed us a video. We kind of went through everything, and that was really cool to watch. And it reminded me of when I was in China. I also visited a friend who was getting married, and it was only a 2-day ceremony, but just so much work went into this, so many traditions, so many things that happened. I ended up making a phenomenal video. Even if you don't speak Chinese, definitely check out that video. I'll leave a link in the description below. So now I just really wish I could visit a Swazi wedding so I can have that real experience. Hey, 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 hey.
Here between two paintings, I like this one because it depicts a city, and I like this one because World Cup and Brazilian, so yeah, football. We like it. Although we lost to Netherlands, we could have won that match, but anyway. We are here in the Eswatini National Museum. It was nice to see, you know, they have a little bit more the history of the country. They have more like a natural history, tradition, how the humans evolved in Africa, because they claim that the humans started like in Southern Africa. They have all the migrations from the Bantu people that they came from the north. So the original inhabitants were the San. They are more light-skinned than the Bantu, but they came from the north. The society was different, you know. They are more like, they had animals already, agriculture, and the San, they were like hunter-gatherers, and they're explaining how they met each other. They have some traditional instruments, shields, spears. And here a little bit in this room on the right, they teach more about the history from the mid of 19th century until the new king was crowned, so 80s. And we could see in South Africa, like all the Anglo-Boer War, the apartheid, how was it? So you see in this time what was happening in Eswatini, you know, at the same time what's happening in their neighbor, like their chaotic neighbor. They almost became South Africa also, if it was not for the Anglo-Boer War. So interesting. And usually that they have like photographies from this period, so they describe this a little bit, and they have the picture there as well. So it's nice that you can see, you know, it has a face to this history as well.
So we're gonna try to get into the King's Park here. Please pull. Let's see, is it open? Scan me. Nope. It is closed. Okay, no park for us. Oh, or you pull that way and then like a normal person, not like me.
He's a little slow.
destinations of which the traveler is on.
Yeah, ooh, thank you.
Who's the second part?
Jobs fill your pocket, but ventures fill your soul. Not all those who wander are lost. Not all those who wander are lost. Not all those who wander are lost.
Seems we are the only people here today.
If you are project manager, you have your security, or polícia militar in Portuguese. Military police. You have your own spot.
Okay, so as we're exiting, there's somebody at the desk, and it is open. And this is a paid place, just so you know. It's the same as the actual museum, and the area with the cars that we thought was closed. There's another entrance in the back. So we're gonna go in and try to get our 100 ml Gwini worth of museuming. But I don't think this is going to be 100 worth. We'll check it out. We'll see. But you got to pay to come here. This is the point of the story. So this museum has a lot more focus on the king, Sobhuza II. So if you're more interested in his specific story, this museum is worth coming to visit. But if you're interested just more in the Swaziland in general, Eswatini history and culture, the other museum is better. They're both 100. Don't see a reason to do both unless you're just super really into it or have a bunch of time.
There is a kind of magicness about going far away and then coming back all changed.
Not all those who wander are lost.
Welcome to Swaziland. This is a warm country. This is a nice country. This is a place where you can be. Swaziland it's a nice country where everyone is most welcome. You can come to my place, Soko Lounge.
At Lobamba, near the police station. You get every meal you want. As for example, this is our menu. You get soft drink, you get any food you want. If you are hungry, you can come to Swaziland and we welcome you with a smile and everything you want. So welcome, come for us. Bye.
Yup, this is Makhaya chicken. It's a traditional Swazi dish. You have like free-range chicken. You have pap, which is similar to the South African one. It's like a maize porridge that you eat. It's like a staple that you eat in our food with hands. Beetroot salad. It's kind of sweet one, and just with regular salad. Maybe the most known thing for you that is watching, perhaps if you're not from here.
What do you say?
This is Umcwembe.
Umcwembe. Umcwembe. Looks yummy. So I got my beef, my sausages, and my chicken. Let's go see some chicken, some pop, chocolate.
What is chocolate?
That's how you know it's good. Chocolate is like cabbage, I think, fermented with some beans and spices.
Very spicy, right?
This one's not spicy, it's good.
Oh, it's not? Okay, but usually in South Africa this is spicy.
Hey, do you have a good idea for the end of the video? Yeah, we can put that up there.
A good traveler has no fixed plans, and it's not intent on arriving.
To travel is to discover that everyone
Is wrong about other countries.
we travel not to escape life, but for life not to escape us.